Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Am I audible? Voice okay? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Audio, video, all okay. Okay, so this week we will continue the basic mathematics. In that, coordinate geometry also we'll discuss a straight line equation because it is required. Okay, so I think last class I completed the radian degree relation, degree, and how to convert the degree into radian, radian into degree. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I think everybody got how to convert the degree into radian, radian into degree. Okay, that completed, na? Okay. So one formula we have learned, angle is equal to arc by radius. That also I discussed. Okay. So one small question you will do. Suppose I am saying if a particle, any particle is moving in a circle, any particle is moving in a circle of radius. Suppose I gave r is equal to 4 meter. Okay, a particle is moving in a circle of radius 4 meter. Then what is the distance traveled by the particle? What is the distance traveled by the particle when it rotated by the angle? Suppose I am saying 1 degree. Again, I am repeating the problem. A particle is moving in a circle of radius 4 meter. What is the distance traveled by the particle when it complete the angle or when it rotate by the angle 1 degree? When it rotate by the angle 1 degree. Theta what I gave? 1 degree. So I am asking what is the distance traveled by the particle? Somebody is saying 4. Distance means path length. Path length means arc length you have to find. I am not asking the shortest distance. Okay, I am asking the distance means path length. Path length means arc AB we have to find. Arc AB we have to find. How much angle it is covering? Theta is equal to 1 degree. And what is the radius of the circle I gave? 4 meter. So somebody is saying the answer is 4. So basically what I am asking, distance means arc length. Arc length. Okay, somebody is saying pi something something. Okay. So listen here, one thing I said if you remember, when we are using the formula angle is equal to arc by radius. So angle is equal to arc by radius. So if you are going through the dimension, arc means you will put in centimeter, meter. Same unit you will put radius. So unit will get cancelled out. But that is an example later we will discuss in unit and dimension. Angle does not have dimension, but it has a unit. What is the unit of that angle? When we are using the formula arc upon radius, unit of angle will be radian. What is the unit of the angle? Radian. Okay. So wherever in the whole 11th and 12th, wherever we are using the, suppose this angle is theta, sine theta, when we are not writing degree, then it means unit is what? Radian. Okay. So default unit we will take what? Radian. So here, you are going to use the formula angle is equal to arc upon radius. In that formula, angle we have to put in radian. Angle we have to put in radian. I gave in degree. So first what we will do, we will convert into the radian. So theta 1 degree we can say what? 1 into pi by 180. I said the conversion factor from degree to radian. So this is the this radian angle you got. Okay. Now after getting the angle, now we can use the formula angle is equal to arc upon radius. So what is the angle? So theta is equal to arc. Arc means arc AB upon radius r. Okay. Then arc AB what you will get? R into theta. R what I gave 4. Theta what we got? Pi by 180. What is the unit of the r? Meter. Then answer you will get in meter. Okay. After that further you can simplify. Pi you can take approximately 3. Everybody got or not? So what I said, when we are using the formula angle is equal to arc upon radius, what is the unit of the angle? We will get radian. Wherever we are using the formula, what is the unit of the angle? We will put radian. Okay. Degree only we are putting where we are directly writing degree, like sine 30 degree. Now its unit is what? Degree only. But if nothing written, angle is theta. It means what is the unit of that theta? Radian. Okay. Completed. Okay. Second thing, suppose I am saying I am taking the two line, center is the O, OA and OB. What is the angle between OA and OB? What is the angle between OA and OB? Tell fast, 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 fast. What is the angle between OA and OB? 90 degree, or we can say in the radian, we can say pi by 2. So try to slowly build the habit in the radian, because generally we will use the angle in the radian. Okay, 90 degree, that is okay, but pi by 2 also means convert the 30. You have to know the 30, 60, 45, 90, that in the radian also. Okay, so everybody know the angle is what? 90 degree or pi by 2 radian. Okay. If I am saying arc length AB and the straight length AB, means directly we are joining the line A and B. So the both length will be different. Arc length is this. Okay. If I am saying what is the straight length or the shortest distance between AB, then you will join this and this. We will get this AB. Now everybody can see easily difference between the arc length AB and the straight length AB. Can we see the difference or not? Arc length AB and the straight length AB. Can we see the difference? A little fast. Okay, so which length is more? Arc length is more. Arc length is more. Okay. Up to this, okay. Now slowly I am decreasing the angle. Okay. Suppose angle I am taking like this. Yellow line. Now suppose this is the C, and then I am joining the A and C. Now everybody can see arc AC is the longer, but difference between arc and straight length decreased or not? If I decrease the angle, earlier I took the 90, now I am taking some angle. Now this difference between the arc length AC and straight length AC, now difference is small or not? Everybody can see in the figure. Okay, earlier difference was more. When the angle was 90, difference was more. But when I take the angle is small, difference decrease. Now I am decreasing the angle more. Okay. Suppose this D I am taking. Okay. Now this angle is small, that theta. Now you can see in the AD, okay, AD, if I join the A and D, so approximately you will get the straight length. Arc length and straight length will be same or not? If you see the AD arc and AD straight length, both are same or not approximately? Everybody can see the differences. Okay. So now what I want to say, when the angle is small, when the angle between the two line is small, arc length almost same as the straight length. Yes. So when the angle is small, then arc length and the straight length will be equal. Okay. Understood? So suppose I am saying there is a 2 point A and B, and I am saying what? They are making a small angle at some point. If I am asking the distance between A and B, shortest distance between A and B, so if they are making the small angle, shortest distance and arc length, that will be equal or not? Like suppose I am taking A, B, and they are making a small angle at C. Okay, if they are making a small angle at C, then if I am saying what is the distance between the point A and B, what is the distance between the point A and B? So basically distance means like this. Okay, but when the angle is small, then arc length and straight length will be same. Arc length and straight length we can say same. So it means in that case I can say if I want to find the distance between A and B, I will use the same formula. Angle is equal to arc upon radius. This I will take as a radius. Now theta is equal to AB by R. AB by R. When I can use, not always. When the angle is large, I cannot use. But when we know that the angle between the lines is small, then if they are asking the distance between A and B, then arc length and straight length we can take equal. Everybody understood this concept or not? This concept we are using in the telescope, parallax method, okay? So always I cannot say the theta is equal to angle is equal to arc and the straight length equal. But when we can say when the angle is small, okay? Okay, so I'm writing here also. If theta is small, then arc AB is nearly equal to what we can say AB, okay? Understood? Like parallax method, we want to find the distance between the earth and moon, we want to find the distance between the sun and the earth, like that we are using the parallax method. In that this approximation we are using, okay? So one question we will do. If a tall building makes an angle 2 degrees at a distance 1 kilometer at any point that is at a distance find height of building. So first you will say the answer, after that I'll explain. What I'm saying, if a tall building makes an angle 2 degrees at any point that is at a distance of 1 kilometer, means any building is there, it is making an angle of 2 degrees at a distance of 1 kilometer. Then we have to find the height of the building. So if you want to make the figure we can also make like this. Suppose this is the height, this distance is what? 1 kilometer, and this is the angle theta. Now, one thing everybody know, theta is equal to 2 degrees. Theta is equal to 2 degrees means 2 degrees is a small angle, okay? When 2 degrees are small, then we can say what? Straight length and arc length we can take equal, okay? Then here what we can do, theta is equal to, okay, arc length and straight length we can take same, that is equal to what? H, okay? Angle is equal to arc by radius. Radius what we will take? Distance between the building and the point. What is the distance between the building and the point? That is a 1 kilometer, or if you want to calculate in meters, 1000 meter, okay? Now theta, again theta we will not put in the degree. For this formula we have to put in radian. Now what is the theta? 2 into pi by 180, that is equal to what? H upon 1000. Now 0 0 cancel out. After solving, this is the 9. Now H what you got? 100 pi by 9. Which unit? Meter. Further you want to simplify, pi value you can put. Somebody got also, okay, good. Everybody understood or not? So when we have to use this type of approximation, later also in the trigonometric ratio I will say again this approximation. So we are using in so many places in the physics, okay? Telescope also we will use this concept. So what I said, when the angle is small, then straight length we can take as a arc length, okay? Then directly we can find the distance between them. We can take the arc length, arc AB is equal to straight length AB. But when angle is small, okay? Completed. Okay, now come to the trigonometric ratio. First one is sine theta. Okay, so what is the formula of the sine theta? So basically we don't have to discuss the all 6 trigonometric ratio. We are using in the sine theta and cos theta and somewhere tan theta. Okay, so we will deal with the formula of the sine theta, cos theta and some formula of the tan theta. I think this everybody knows. Sec theta is the reciprocal of cos, cosec is the reciprocal of sine and cot is the reciprocal of tan. So that only we have to know. Rest we have to know the formula of the sine, cos and tan. Okay. So sine theta is the opposite upon hypotenuse. Okay. Opposite upon hypotenuse. Okay. Anybody can say what is the sine theta in this? What is the sine theta in this triangle? What is the sine theta in this triangle? Okay, somebody is saying AB by AC. AB by AC. Okay. C by B. Okay, C is the AB and the AC is the B. Okay, C by B. C by B. C by B. Okay, so most of the answer is the AB by AC like in the terms of the points. Otherwise, in the terms of the length, C by B, most of you are saying. So actually, when I start teaching Andhra 7-8 years ago, so when I asked the basic mathematics, when I asked the formula of the sine theta, so this answer I got, opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, actually what we were learning perpendicular upon hypotenuse, but here I got the new formula, opposite upon hypotenuse. Okay, so when this formula I got, then suddenly this question came in my mind. Okay, and from the last year I'm getting the last 8 years I'm getting the same answer. So one thing who is saying the C by B, that is incorrect. So formula is okay, but one thing you know, like who is saying the C by B, they are taking opposite upon hypotenuse. So one thing they forget, hypotenuse is defined only in the right angle triangle, but here it is a right angle triangle. That's why teacher told like this. I know that because that's why all students remember this only because opposite upon hypotenuse. But where we have to use, how we have to use that, maybe they have not said. That's why from the 8 year I'm getting the same answer. Okay. So one thing, it is not a right angle because hypotenuse is defined in the right angle triangle only, and it is not a right angle triangle. So according to your formula, opposite you are taking C and the hypotenuse you are taking B. Everybody got or not? So directly in this type of triangle, we cannot find the sine theta. How we can find? So if you see this triangle, so theta basically what? Theta is the angle ACB. Angle ACB. Angle ACB is the theta or not? So what we will do, we will remember both formula. Okay, whatever you learned in the class 10th and whatever I will say, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay. So everybody got angle ACB. Angle ACB is the theta or not? Okay, yes sir. Angle ACB is the theta. But this triangle is not right angle, so directly I cannot find the sine theta. Okay. If suppose I draw the perpendicular here, this angle 90. Okay. Now if you see the triangle, suppose this point is D. In the triangle ACD is the right angle triangle or not? Triangle ACD is the right, ADC is the right angle triangle. Okay. In that, if I'm saying angle ACD, what is angle ACD? What is angle ACD? What is angle ACD? Angle ACD is also theta. Angle ACD, that is equal to what? Theta. Angle ACB, that is also what? Theta. So I am finding the sine theta whether using the angle triangle ACB, or I find the sine theta by using the triangle ACD. That has the same meaning. Okay. Because ultimately either I am taking the ACB or ACD. That angle is what? Theta. Now what is the sine theta? I can say sine theta is equal to. Now you can use your formula also. Opposite upon hypotenuse. Now opposite is perpendicular. What is that? AD. AD by hypotenuse. Now I can define the hypotenuse also. That is what? AC. So now AD by AC. That will be the sine theta I can define in this triangle. Everybody got or not? So one formula what you mucked up, that is okay. Okay, sine theta is the opposite upon hypotenuse. With that perpendicular upon hypotenuse also you can remember if you want. So sine theta is the what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, or opposite upon hypotenuse, that you can remember, but in the, we have to make the right angle triangle. Okay, how if it is right angle? Okay, if it is not a right angle, how we can make the right angle? That I said. Okay, understood? So this is the formula of the sine theta, opposite upon hypotenuse, or we can use the perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Everybody got? Okay, now one thing we have learned the property. Perpendicular can be more than hypotenuse. Perpendicular can be more than hypotenuse. Perpendicular can be more than hypotenuse, or perpendicular can be longer than the hypotenuse. No, means we know that longest side of a right angle triangle is hypotenuse. Longest side of a right angle triangle is hypotenuse. Means perpendicular will always be smaller than the hypotenuse. We can say or not. Or perpendicular can never be larger than the hypotenuse. Okay, it means sine theta will never be more than 1. Sine theta can never be more than 1. Okay, right? Perpendicular can never be more than hypotenuse. Perpendicular can never be more than hypotenuse. So sine theta can never be more than 1. So what is the maximum value of sine theta? That is what? 1. Okay, this is the condition we are using in the SHM and the alternating current so many places. So sine theta maximum value is what? 1. Everybody got? So maximum value of sine theta, that is equal to what? 1. Okay. Second, if I am saying nothing, no any condition, directly I am saying minimum value of sine theta. So we will say what? -1. Okay. Which quadrant, why we are taking minus, which quadrant it will be minus, what is the meaning of minus sign here? So that I will discuss when I will discuss about quadrant. Okay, so minimum value of sine theta, -1. Minimum positive value. Minimum positive value of sine theta is what? 0. Suppose I know that sine theta, it will be not negative, it will be positive. So minimum positive value is what? 0. Okay. But suppose no condition is there, we have to take the minimum only. So minimum we can say what? -1. Maximum will be what? 1. Sine theta can never be more than 1. Everybody got? So these conditions, this boundary condition you have to remember. Means sine theta will be between -1 to 1. Okay. Completed. Small question. Suppose I am saying x is equal to 3 sine theta. What is the maximum value of x? What is the maximum value of x? Somebody is saying 1. Three. Everybody got? So maximum if I am saying, so I need the maximum value of x. So 3, it is a constant that we cannot change. So maximum means we have to check this will decide the maximum and minimum. If this will be maximum, so then x will be maximum. What is the maximum value of the sine theta? 1. Then what is the x max we will get? X max is equal to 3. Okay. Like that we are using in the SHM a sine omega t, x y is equal to a sine omega t. What is the maximum value of y? That is the a, it is called the amplitude. Okay, later all this we will discuss. Now one more, suppose I am saying x is equal to 3 sine or 2 sine theta plus alpha. What is the maximum value of x? If x is equal to 2 sine theta plus alpha, what is the maximum value of x? X is equal to 2 sine theta plus alpha. What is the maximum value of X? Somebody is saying 2, 2, 2, 2. Very good. Okay, so it doesn't matter means whatever I'm here, whatever change I'm doing, theta plus alpha, whatever I'm saying, theta plus beta, alpha plus beta plus delta, ultimately that is an angle. And sine of angle, sine, this theta plus alpha I can write as a beta. So sine beta, if I'm saying sine beta, I don't know what is the theta, what is the alpha. If I'm saying theta plus alpha is the beta, and I'm asking what is the maximum value of sine beta, what is the maximum value of sine beta, then we will say what? 1. So we are ultimately that theta plus alpha is the angle, and sine of angle maximum value what we can get? 1. So what is the maximum value of the x? In that case also we will get what? X max is equal to 2. Okay. Like suppose you can say theta is the 60, alpha is the 30. So 60 plus 30, 60 plus 30, 90, sine 90 is equal to what? 1. Then what is the x max you will get? 2. Okay. Completed? Now I'm making that right angle triangle only directly. If I'm saying what is a cos theta, so cos theta, you will use your formula with my formula also. Okay. So cos theta, what you learn, adjacent upon hypotenuse. Okay. My formula is what? Base upon hypotenuse. So we can say what? B upon H, or we can say what? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Okay. So according to that, what we will get now? A by B. Completed? Okay. Now so the same concept here. Base cannot be more than hypotenuse. Okay, because hypotenuse is the longest side of a right angle triangle. So base cannot be more than hypotenuse. So sin cos theta can never be more than 1. So same condition here also we will get maximum value of cos theta is equal to 1. Next, minimum value of cos theta, that is equal to what? Minus 1. And the minimum positive value of cos theta, that is equal to what? 0. Completed? So who will say, like just for your knowledge, which chapter in the physics we are using the maximum and minimum value of cos theta? Cos theta is equal to 1 and cos theta minimum value we are using minus 1. Who will say in which chapter we are using the maximum value of the cos theta is 1 and minimum value of the cos theta is minus 1? In which chapter of the physics we are using it? Just I am checking means you remember or not. Maximum value of cos theta we are using 1 and minimum value of cos theta we are using minus 1. Alternating current, actually we are only dealing with the magnitude, because whether the current is in this direction, peak value we are taking 1 or minus 1. Torque rotational. In the rotational, yes. In the magnetism we are using torque on the magnetic dipole. Okay, in the electric field, work done in the electric dipole. Next we are using in constructive and destructive interference. For maximum intensity cos theta must be 1, and for minimum intensity cos theta is equal to minus 1. Wave optics. Okay, so many places we are using this. Whether you remember or not doesn't matter, just I was asking. So cos theta 1 we are using for constructive interference for maximum intensity, and cos theta we are using minus 1 for minimum intensity. Are you remember or not? Wave optics, yes. Okay. Completed? Now next is what? Tan theta. So tan theta is what? According to your formula, opposite upon opposite side upon adjacent, or perpendicular upon base. Okay, and in this triangle if I'm asking, then what is the tan theta? Perpendicular means C, base is what? A, so C by A. Okay, now in the triangle, right angle triangle, we know that hypotenuse is the longest side of a right angle triangle, but there is a condition with the base and the perpendicular. There is any condition between base and perpendicular, means base has to be long or perpendicular has to be longer. There is a no condition. Like any triangle, perpendicular can be large, base can be small, or any triangle base can be very large and perpendicular can be very small. Okay, suppose one triangle I am making like this. Then you can see here perpendicular is very large, base is very small. Then in that case tan theta you will get very large. Okay, and when I am taking the perpendicular very small, base is large, then tan theta will get very small. So means here in the case of tan theta there is no any condition like sine and cos. Means in the case of sine and cos, denominator was hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is longest side. That's why their value cannot be more than 1. But in the tan theta, perpendicular can be very large, base can be very small, or base can be very large, perpendicular can be very small. So maximum value of the tan theta, what we can say, infinite, that we are getting at tan 90. So there is a no condition is there, no boundary is there for the tan theta. Maximum value of tan theta, what we will get? Maximum value of tan theta is infinite. Everybody got? Okay. Next formula we are using. Tan theta is equal to what? Sin theta by cos theta. This also you have to remember. Tan theta is equal to what? Sin theta by cos theta. And one more formula that we will never forget. I will start, you will complete. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This formula we will never forget. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay. This formula we are using to convert the sine into cos into sine. Like suppose I am saying what is a sin square theta? So sin square theta I can say what? 1 minus cos square theta. Or what is a sin theta? I can say sin theta is equal to under root of 1 minus. Okay, so suppose you have the value of the cos, you want sine, and you have the sine, you want cos. So this formula also we can use. Sin theta is equal to under root 1 minus cos square theta, and cos theta is equal to under root of 1 minus sin square theta. Completed? So first, these are the basic formula that everybody has to know for the physics. Okay, this we can use in any chapter. So last class I said everybody will just revise the values of the trigonometric ratio for the 30, 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. At least this values everybody has to remember. Okay, I'm not going to write. Everybody has to just check from the whatever you have read. Okay. And revise properly, because there is a confusion, means everything you will do correct, but in the last, suppose cos 60 you are getting, in the hurry you will put the cos 60 is the root 3 by 2. So these mistakes you have to avoid. So that's why please revise carefully. Okay. Completed? Okay. So if I'm saying what is the minimum value of x? What is the minimum value of x? Tell fast. Minimum value of x. Minimum value of x. Okay, good. Somebody is saying 0. Somebody is saying 3. Somebody is saying 0, 0. More answer, more answer. Three. So who is saying 3? Suppose I am asking what is the minimum value of x? Who is saying 3? If I am asking what is the minimum value of x? Sorry, what is the maximum value of minimum? I asked minimum, you are saying 3. So if I am saying what is the maximum value of x? So for maximum value also you will say the 3. So minimum is 3, maximum is 3, means it will be always 3. Who is saying minimum value is 3? So if I am asking what is the maximum value of x, then you will say sir 3, because cos theta maximum value is 1. So maximum is 3, minimum is 3, means maximum 3, minimum 3, means it will be always 3. So listen, one thing we have learned and that we know also, square of any number can be negative. First say the answer, square of any number can be negative. Square of any number can be negative. No. Okay, square, we are dealing with a real number, so square of real number will never be negative. Okay, so means when I am doing the square, cos square theta, if I am writing, so cos square theta means it is a positive. So that they will not say cos theta, cos square theta you have to take positive. This we have to think. Cos square theta means square of any number can never be negative. So square cannot be negative, then it means we have to think the positive minimum value, and positive minimum value of the cos theta is what? 0. So here we don't have to put the minimum value of cos theta. What is the function? X is equal to 3 cos square theta. So when cos square theta will be maximum, x will be maximum. When cos square theta will be minimum, x will be minimum. And cos square theta minimum is what? Cos square theta minimum is what? 0. So that's why x minimum, what you will get here, x minimum is equal to 0. Everybody got or not? So we don't have to check for cos theta. Why? I have not given cos theta. If I am giving 3 cos theta, then you will say the minimum is -3, maximum is +3. Okay, I gave 3 cos square theta. So here cos square theta we have to check, and cos square theta is square of any number will be always positive. So minimum value of the minimum positive value, what we will take? 0. Okay, so what is the x minimum we got? 0. Completed. Okay, next. This conversion everybody has to know, because sometime we will have the tan theta but we require the sin theta, or we have the cos theta we require sin theta. So one question I am giving, then you will say if sin theta is equal to 1/3, then find cos theta and tan theta. First you will say, then I will solve. Sin theta is equal to 1/3, then we have to find the value of the cos theta and tan theta. Tell fast. 2√2/3, 1/2√2. Okay, one answer we got. Fast. Only one answer came. (2√2/1). 2√2/1, which value? Tan theta or the cos theta? So listen, we have to know the both method. Okay, I will say the two method. First, suppose we have given what? Sin theta. What is the sin theta I gave? Sin theta is equal to 1/3. Okay, so we know that what I said, we have to remember the whatever formula I said also, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, so this sin theta I can say P/, P by H. Okay, P by H. Everybody got or not? So sin theta is equal to P by H. Okay. And one thing, if I am saying P by H is equal to 1 by 3, can I say P is equal to 1 and H is equal to 3? No. Why? It is a ratio. It is a ratio. So ratio of the P and H is the 1 by 3. I cannot say P is equal to 1 and H is equal to 3. But I need the cos theta. Cos theta is also the ratio. I need the tan theta. That is also the ratio. So ultimately common factor will get cancelled out. So for this type of situation, to solve the cos theta or the tan theta, what we can do, directly we can take as a perpendicular as a 1 and the hypotenuse we can take as a 3. Why? Because we have the ratio and we want ratio. Because cos theta is what? Base upon hypotenuse. Again ratio. So common factor will get cancelled out. So what we can do? We can take the perpendicular as a 1 and hypotenuse we can take as a 3. So perpendicular is a 1. Hypotenuse is equal to 3. Then what is the base? We will use the Pythagoras theorem. So base is square plus perpendicular is square is equal to hypotenuse is square. Then what is the base I will get? B is equal to under root of H square minus P square. That what you will get? Under root of 3 square minus 1 square. So root 8. Root 8 means 2 root 2. Everybody got? So what is the what is the base we got? 2 root 2. Now all trigonometric ratios we can write easily. Cos theta. What is the formula of the cos theta? Base upon hypotenuse. So base what I got? 2 root 2. And hypotenuse what we have? 3. So what is the cos theta we got? 2 root 2 by 3. Okay. And similarly if I am asking the tan theta. So what is the tan theta? So tan theta is the what? Perpendicular upon base, P by B, or opposite upon adjacent, whatever you can use when, because we have the right angle triangle. So perpendicular or opposite side is what? 1 and the adjacent side is what? 2 root 2. So tan theta what we got? 1 by 2 root 2. Completed? Tell fast. So this is the one way, okay? Second method what we can do. Why I'm saying two method I will say later. If only like suppose you have the cos theta, directly you have to find the sin theta, or you have the sin theta, you have to find the cos theta. So better than this method, we will use this second method, what I'm going to say. So I have the sin theta, I want cos theta. So cos theta what I can say? Under root of 1 minus sin square theta. Okay. Sin theta, we know that 1 by 3. Then what we will get here? Under root of 1 minus 1 by 3 square. 1 by 3 square is what? 1 by 9. 1 minus 1 by 9. What you will get? Under root of 8 by 9. Root 8. Root 8 is what? 2 root 2. And root 9 is what? 3. So what is the cos theta we got? 2 root 2 by 3. Everybody got? More mathematics after some time indigestion started. Array completed. Now cos theta we got 2 root 2 by 3. Now how I can find the tan theta? Tan theta we can use sin theta by cos theta. Okay. Not dusted nalayak, digested. Okay, so sin theta upon cos theta. So sin theta is what? 1 by 3 and cos theta is what? 2 root 2 by 3. So now 3 and 3 cancel out. What we got? 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. So when we have the sin theta, we want cos theta, then or cos theta we want sin theta. It is a best because directly we will get without making the triangle and all. So it will be the time saving also. Okay. Array completed. So one now you will do. Tell fast. If the tan theta is the 2/3, then find the value of the sin theta and cos theta. If the tan theta is the 2/3, then find the sin theta and cos theta. 2√13 and 3/√13. One answer I got. Sin is the 2/√13. 2/√13, 3/√13. So here what we will do. So here one thing, I cannot use like sin theta is the under root of 1 minus cos square theta. Another formula is there, but more formula not required to mug up in the trigonometry. So here best method is what? Method 1 we have to go, because tan theta directly we cannot find the sin theta cos theta. So what we will do, we will make the right angle triangle. Okay, this is the theta. Now opposite upon adjacent. So according to the tan theta, opposite side I can take 2 and adjacent I can take 3. Then what is the hypotenuse? I will get under root of 2 square plus 3 square. 3 square 9, 2 square 4. So this you got root 13. Okay. Now if I am saying sin theta, then sin theta will be equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. That is equal to what? 2/√13. And if I am saying the cos theta, then here I can say adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is what? 3 and hypotenuse is what? √13. Okay, so in this case, first method is the more useful. Completed? So this conversion everybody has to know, because so many places we are using in the physics. Okay, this conversion. Okay. Up to this completed? So now one note, if theta is this approximation we are using in so many places, okay, what is the meaning of this approximation, when we will use this approximation? So if theta is small, then sin theta can be taken as theta, tan theta can be taken as theta, or sin theta we can say as a tan theta, we can take as a theta. Okay, and cos theta we can say nearly equal to 1. This approximation we are using in so many places, in SHM, in wave. Okay, so when theta is small, so many derivation also we are using this approximation. When theta is small, then sin theta can be taken as theta, or tan theta can be taken as theta. Okay, so either sin theta you find or tan theta you find, both will be nearly equal. But when theta is very small or theta is small, and cos 0 value we know that cos 0 is 1. So suppose I am saying the theta is small, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree. So value will be very close to the 0 degree. Now cos 0 degree is what? 1. So 4 degree, 3 degree value when we require very small angle is there, theta is very small, then cos theta what we can write? 1. Like 2 degree, 3 degree, it will be what? Very close to the 0, maybe 0.95, 0.96, that value we can take as a 1. Yeah, less than 10, there is a no rule like less than this we can take. Okay, but in the approximation theta is very small, because otherwise they have to give the value. Suppose I am saying I need the sin 5 degree. So either I have to know the sin 5 degree. If they're not there, then it means we have to take the approximation. We have to take the angle is small. I will show also means how this approximation work. Okay, up to this everybody got or not? So what I said, when the theta is small, sin theta can be taken as the tan theta, can be taken as the theta. Okay, I will show the example also. This everybody got? So one concept I just now I discussed in the beginning of the class. Suppose I am taking this right angle triangle. Okay, I'm taking this right angle triangle, and this, suppose I'm taking what? This is the 1, and this I'm taking what? 1000. Okay. Now if I'm saying what is the value of the tan theta in this triangle, if I'm saying what is the tan theta, so tan theta we can say what? 1 by 1000. Tan theta I can say 1 by 1000. Is everybody getting or not? Opposite upon adjacent. So tan theta what I will get? 1 by 1000. Suppose I am saying find the value of sine theta. So if you want to find the sine theta, so sine theta means I need the hypotenuse. Okay, what is the hypotenuse? I can write under root of perpendicular square means 1 square plus 1000 square. Okay, 1000 square means then you will get the 10 to the power 6. 10 to the power 6 plus 1. Okay, so 10 to the power 6 plus 1 is approximately what? 10 to the power 6 only. Means in that case I can say what? Hypotenuse and the base will be nearly equal. Okay, because 10 to the power 6 means this plus 1. Approximately it will be what? 10 to the power 6 only, na? Then perpendicular hypotenuse and the base we can say approximately equal. Okay, it means sine theta also what I will get? 1 upon 1000. Now you can see, na, tan theta is nearly equal to sine theta. Okay, and just now I said what? When the angle is small, arc length and straight length will be equal. Arc length and straight length will be equal. Then what is the angle? I can say angle is equal to arc upon radius. So that's why we are using the approximation. When theta is small, tan theta can be taken as a sine theta can be taken as a theta. Everybody got or not? So we can say what? Tan theta is nearly equal to what? Equal to the sine theta. So everybody got the meaning of this approximation? One more example I will show. Completed? Okay, but first you will say the value. Suppose I am saying what is the value of sine 0.5 degree? Tell fast. What is the value of sine 0.5 degree? Value of sine 0.5 degree. Zero point five. So many people are getting the answer 0.5. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. 0.5. Okay, now listen. Nalayak. Okay, if suppose this you are saying, okay, listen. This you are saying 0.5. Okay. If I am saying sine 30 degree, what is the sine 30 degree? Sine 30 degree. Okay, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means it is what? 0.5. And 1 by 2 is what? 0.5. Means sine 0.5 degree is the 0.5. Sine 30 degree is the 0.5. It means 0.5 degree is equal to 30 degree. Okay. Then it means 0.5 is equal to 30. Wow. If you are saying sine 0.5 degree is the 0.5, that is okay. Then sine 30 degree also you are saying 0.5. It means sine 0.5 degree and sine 30 degree both are equal. It means 30 degree is equal to 0.5. It means 30 is equal to 0.5. One thing I said in the beginning, when we are saying sine theta is equal to theta, sine theta is equal to theta, when nothing written, what is the unit of that theta? Radian. What I gave? Degree. Understood my point or not? When we are saying when theta is small, theta degree I am not saying. When theta is small, nothing written, what is the unit of that theta? Radian. Okay. So when theta is small, then sine theta can be taken as theta. So what is, in which unit we have to put the theta? Radian. When I am saying theta degree when I am mentioning, then only we will say the degree. Otherwise what I said, default unit is the radian only. Okay, so here 0.5 degree I gave na. I cannot say that directly 0.5 is a 0.5. First I have to convert in radian. Okay, so theta is equal to what I gave, 0.5 degree. This I will write at 0.5 and convert into the radian by the multiplication factor pi by 180. Then you got radian. Now you can see this is the theta, and theta is small, then sine theta can be taken as theta. Okay, so sine 0.5 degree is equal to sine of 1 by 2 means it is a pi by 360, pi by 360. Now theta is small, so sine theta can be written as theta. What is the value you will get? Pi by 360. Okay, and you can check in the trigonometric table, approximately that value will be the same. So what is the answer? Pi by 360. Pi is the 3.14. 3.14 by 360. After solving, you will get the value of sine 0.5. Everybody got? Okay. So a small example I will show. Suppose I am saying what I said, when the theta is small, then sine theta can be taken as a sine theta value will be equal to the theta, but that theta must be in the radian. Okay, like if I am saying theta, if I am taking 0, theta is equal to 0, then what is the sine theta? If the theta is equal to 0, then what is the value of the sine theta? If the theta is equal to 0 degree, 0 radian, what is the value of the sine theta? 0. This everybody know. Okay, exactly equal. Exactly equal. Why? Theta 0, sine theta also 0. Okay, what I said, when theta is small, sine theta can be taken as theta. Now theta I took 0, then sine theta is also what? 0. So both are exactly equal or not? So theta and sine theta. I can say na, sine theta is equal to theta. Now slowly I am increasing the value. I will use those value only which you know. Okay. Now suppose I am saying theta is equal to 30 degree. Theta is equal to 30 degree. Okay. Then 30 degree is equal to how much radian? 30 degree is the pi by 6 radian. Pi by 6 radian. You can convert also 30 into pi by 180. So 30 degree is a pi by 6 radian. Okay. If I am saying sine theta, what is the sine theta? So everybody knows sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree, tell fast, what is the value? Sine 30 degree, what is the value? 1 by 2. That is equal to what? 0.5. Sine 30 degree is the what? 1 by 2 or 0.5. Okay. Now theta value. Theta value what I have? Pi by 6. Theta value is what? Pi by 6. Okay. What is the value of pi? 3.14 by 6. 3 by 6. 3 by 6 approximately 1 by 2. If you see this value, 3.14 by 6. So 3 by 6 approximately what? 1 by 2 or 0.5. Now you can see sine theta and theta both are nearly equal or not. So I can say sine theta is nearly equal to theta, but that not 30. What is that value? Pi by 6. Pi by 6. Everybody got? Now 0 exactly matches. When I increase the angle up to the 30, so now sine theta is nearly equal to the theta. Now go to the 90. When you are going to the 90, what is the sine 90? 90 degree means pi by 2. 90 degree is what? Pi by 2. Okay. If theta I am taking 90 degree, so 90 degree means radian is what? Pi by 2. Okay. Now sine theta what I will get? Sine theta I will get what? 1. Okay, if I am saying theta, so pi is what? 3.14 by 2. That is approximately 1.5, more than 1.5. Now you can see difference is more between sine theta and theta. This theta is more than 1.5. This theta is more than 1.5, and it is what? 1. Now difference is there or not? So that's why I am saying when theta is small, then the sine theta can be taken as theta. But which unit theta you will put? Radian. Everybody got? So everybody got where we are using approximation, how we will use this approximation. So if theta is small, so you are not directly able to find the sine theta, you can find the tan theta or you can directly find the theta. Okay, but that theta has to be in radian. Completed? Okay. Now, up to this, okay? Any doubt anybody has? Getting bored or feeling sleepy? Fine, sir. No, sir. So basic mathematics is required. Definitely it is required, because whole year again and again we will, again whenever it is required we will teach, because that time more new student will be there. Maybe they are not attending the base, but that much detail we cannot teach at that time, because we will have the pressure of the syllabus also. You will also have the pressure of the syllabus. So maybe we will say the fast and we will go ahead. But here we are getting the time, so that's why in that case we have to make our mathematics. So whenever you have the time, you are getting bored from the bio. Okay, you are getting then you want to solve the numerical, because in the afternoon time we are feeling sleepy after the lunch. So that time just take the 7th 8th book, 6th 7th 8th book, and just solve the simple addition, subtraction, fraction, addition, power function. Just solve, take the target of the 10 to 20 questions, set the time like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, set the time in your clock, and don't talk to anyone. Like a test you have to solve. So 10 20 question, 30 question in 30 minutes, 30 question in 20 minutes, because now only mathematics you are solving, so you can take the target as a 30 question in 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes, don't talk to anyone, fast, solve fast. It will make your calculation faster. Getting or not? So means ultimately after some time when you are studying with us, so physics will not be the big problem. Problem will be the mathematics. Okay, everything you will do correct. Physics, whatever you have to apply, that you will do correct, but mathematics will be the problem. So try to this right now you have the time, but later what will happen, more syllabus will get covered, so you will not have that much of time to strong the basics. So this time, like whenever you are getting bored, just open the 7th 8th book, take any chapter, take the target of 30 question, and then fix the time according to your, in the beginning you can take more time, slowly time you have to reduce. Okay, everybody getting my point or not? So it will develop your mental ability and calculation and all. It will be fast. Silly mistakes will get removed also. Okay. Okay. Now next concept is what? So quadrant rule. I think everybody know the quadrant. Which quadrant we are saying, like whole plane we are dividing into the four quadrant. Okay, so 4 quadrant is what? This is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. This everybody know or not? So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth. Okay, in first quadrant both x and y, like this is the origin, right of the origin x is positive, and the above the x-axis y is positive, below the x-axis y negative, right left of the origin x is negative. This everybody know. Okay, so in the first quadrant both x and y positive. In the second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. Why? Second quadrant means you will go left of the origin and above y, above x-axis means y positive. So second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. Third quadrant x negative, y also negative, so both will be negative. Fourth quadrant x positive, y negative, x positive, y negative. I think this basic everybody know or not? Tell fast. Okay, so quadrant everybody know. Okay, now we have learned the one rule in that trigonometry, all silver teacup. Okay, when I ask them, everybody know this rule, all silver teacup. But how to use, maybe you know or not, but everybody remember this all silver teacup. Anybody will say, what is the meaning of this all? What is the meaning of silver? What is the meaning of tea? And what is the meaning of cup? Who will say? Tell fast. What is the meaning of this all? What is the meaning of this silver? What is the meaning of this all? What is the meaning of this silver? All positive. All means what? Who? Who is saying all positive in the first quadrant? Who? Okay, all trigonometric ratios. Okay, all trigonometric ratio means sine, cos, tan, all. That will be positive in the first quadrant. All will be positive in the first quadrant. Okay, then this is the A, all positive. Okay. then silver. So what is the order? This all silver teacup. Okay. As silver means sine. Sine means here sine and its reciprocal. Sine and its reciprocal means cosec. Sine and cosec will be positive in the second quadrant. Third, T. T means tan. Here tan and its reciprocal cot, that will be positive. And cup, C. C for cos. So here cos and its reciprocal sec will be positive. Okay. So first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. Second quadrant, sine and its reciprocal is positive. Third quadrant, tan and its reciprocal is positive. And the fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal is positive. I think this everybody know or not. ACTS rule. Somebody is mugging the ACTS rule, or somebody is mugging the all silver teacup. Okay. This everybody know. Rule everybody know. But how to use this rule? What is the meaning of this rule? Okay. Now listen. Suppose I am making any triangle in the first quadrant. Okay. So in the first quadrant, adjacent side is what? OA. Opposite side is what? AB, or perpendicular is the AB. Okay. And hypotenuse is the OB. If I am saying sine theta, so sine theta you will say AB upon hypotenuse. Base and perpendicular both are positive. So hypotenuse will be what? Under root of base square plus hypotenuse square. So here sine theta I can say AB upon OB. AB positive, that's why sine theta will be positive. If I am saying cos theta, so cos theta you will say adjacent upon hypotenuse. OA is positive, so that's why cos theta also you will get positive. If I am saying tan theta, so tan theta is the opposite upon adjacent. Perpendicular and base both are positive, so positive upon positive, what you will get? Positive. So tan theta also positive. That's why in the first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. Okay. But the same triangle, if I'm making in second quadrant, same triangle I'm making in second quadrant. Now who will say, what is the sign of OA? What is the sign of AB? OA and AB. So you can see OA left of the origin, this is what? Negative. And this is AB is what? Above the x-axis, it is positive. So if I am saying sine theta, so sine theta is the opposite upon hypotenuse. Under root of OA square plus this hypotenuse you will take. Okay. Now sine theta positive, AB positive. So sine theta will be positive. If I am saying cos theta, so cos theta is what? Adjacent. Adjacent is what? Negative. So that's why it will come negative. If I am saying tan theta, so opposite upon adjacent, positive upon negative, what you will get? Negative. So that's why only sine will come positive and the cos and tan will come negative. Everybody got or not? So how we will write this angle? So angle we are measuring, like reference is the positive x. We will say this angle means like that. 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta means you will get to know means I make the triangle in second quadrant. Same triangle I make like this angle theta. So from the x-axis, if I am measuring the angle, I will say 180 minus this whole angle is the 180. So this triangle, what I can say 180 minus theta. If I write 180 minus theta, it means you will get to know that triangle has made in the second quadrant. And second quadrant sine we will take positive, rest trigonometric ratio we will take negative. Everybody got? Up to this okay? Okay, now if I am making the triangle in same triangle in the third quadrant. Okay, now you can see this below the x-axis negative and this is also negative. Now what is the sine theta? Sine theta is the opposite upon hypotenuse. Everybody getting? So sine theta you will get negative. Okay. Cos theta negative because you will get what? OA upon hypotenuse, that is also negative. Tan theta is what? Opposite upon adjacent. Negative upon negative. Negative upon negative will become positive. So tan theta will be positive. Okay. How you will write the angle here? Angle you will say this 180 plus theta. So 180 plus theta means you will get to know that triangle is made in the third quadrant. Okay, 180 minus theta means triangle is in the second quadrant. 180 plus theta means triangle is in the third quadrant. Third quadrant, accordingly we will write the values. Everybody got? And similarly we can say for the fourth quadrant also. Understood? Okay, so this is the quadrant tool that what we are using, and then how to use this value quadrant, which quadrant, positive, negative. So that question we will discuss in the next class. Okay, up to this anybody has doubt, then you can ask. Anybody has doubt up to this, then you can ask. Okay, so next class everybody please remember the all those value what I said. Explain once second quadrant. Second quadrant what I said. Second quadrant, if I'm making the triangle in the second quadrant, so this triangle, same triangle I'm making in second quadrant. Okay, second quadrant, x left of the origin is negative. Left of the origin is negative, means this OA is negative. But above the x-axis, y is what? Positive. So this is positive because it is above the x-axis, and this is negative. Okay, hypotenuse you will write as a length under root of this square plus this square. That you will take as a positive only. Now you can see sine theta is the opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is positive, that's why sine theta positive. And cos theta adjacent upon hypotenuse, that is what? Negative. Okay. Once theta is small concept, again just whatever the question I discussed, just go through that again. Okay. Next class, if any doubt you have in that type of question, because just you have to know that how to use that approximation. Later, whenever it is required, again we will discuss the concept. Okay, so theta is small means we can take that theta is small. So approximation what we are using, sine theta is equal to tan theta, sine theta is equal to tan theta, or we can use as a theta. Okay, second thing what I said, if the theta is small, so if they are saying 2 points are making a small angle at any point. So what is the distance between the point? So basically distance means straight length we have to find, but angle is small, so straight length and arc length we can take same. Then we can directly use the formula angle is equal to arc by radius. So two way we have to use this approximation. Theta is small. Okay. So everybody will revise those value 30, 60. Okay. Next class we will discuss. Okay. Bye bye.